52 card deck.
So we've got our second match up on the camera. Erez Gelgor versus Marco Botha. Another Infect match. Marco Botha playing Infect. And I don't see his deck list over there, but and Erez is playing Eggs, Crockland Ironwork Eggs. I don't think any of you've seen Erez on camera before. He just loves his degenerate, non-interactive, not interacting with his opponents much, just doing his own thing. And pretty sure it's either this or Lantern Control whenever he's playing. But
I'm surprised there's so many Infect decks appearing today, especially in a meta where Jant is supposed to be the deck to beat.
Okay, looks like Marco's going down to 6 cards. Okay, let's have a look. Is it a good 6? Is it a good 6? Let's have a look, actually.
I see a Blighted Agent, and he's keeping it, so I'd assume it's a decent 6. Blighted Agent, Ranko. I mean, he is playing Ranko. I do approve of Ranko in Infect at the moment.
Always play 4. I've never been able to cut them from my list. Maybe just because I like the card so much.
Yeah, you definitely like it.
It might not be the best choice always. It gives you space when you need to sideboard.
I guess. I don't even side it out that much. And now Marco's like, is this Affinity?
No, he's freaking out. Like, maybe it's a Lantern Control. What does that card do?
What does it do?
Yeah, sure. It's an egg. I know
what is this deck doing?
Wait, are you playing Tron?
The thing is, I'm pretty sure he still doesn't know what his opponent is doing.
Yeah. Blighted Agent? No.
Noble Hydra.
Why? He's got access to the mana next turn anyway. This is weird. I like leading with Noble Hierarch if it's on the first turn.
On the first turn.
And you've got a way to play Blighted Agent next turn and have protection up. Other than that, I want the pump to start happening immediately. You apply early pressure.
Everflowing Chalice for 1.
You just keep up protection. Oh wow.
More stuff.
Oh, it's an Everflowing Chalice. I was thinking Chalice of the Void. Wrecked Infect deck.
Yeah, I don't think KCI can play Chalice.
Erez is primed to go off next turn.
I think he's short of
a mana. He's got a Mox Opal. He just needs to find a land here.
He needs a land.
No, he's got 4. He's got 4 mana on board. He's got a Ironworks in hand.
And his opponent does not have a way to kill him this turn.
Oh dear.
Nice game. Seems strong.
Okay, I think we're going to switch to the top-down view if Marco passes back, because this is going to be a lot of stuff happening. I think we're going to see the Eggs player just pointing at various parts of the board, mumbling words. Yes.
Words doesn't resolve.
It resolves.
Okay, I win.
It's time. Erez gains a life. He's got.
Wait. Does Erez have a recursion engine?
Oh yeah, he does have to find his scrap trawler, but he goes up a point of life.
The thing is, it doesn't matter. He has the stupid land that fetches it.
Yeah, he goes up a point of life. By the way.
Yeah.
Because of the what's his name? Okay.
Why does this deck exist? Can anyone explain to me?
Because people like Erez exist.
Yeah, that's a fair reason, I guess.
Okay, Chromatic Star.
Get 2 mana.
Pop this. Okay, get 2 colorless. I think he plays the Wellspring here.
Draw a card. Sack it. Draw.
Okay.
Card.
Let's get the mana.
Okay. Hey, is this Storm? Question mark.
It kind of is. He's not interacting with his opponent. He's just okay. I'm gonna try and go off. Let's do some maths here. Okay, so we've got green mana, blue mana, generic mana. Plays the Wellspring. So this one says when it enters you draw a card, when it dies you draw a card. So basically he nets a card out of playing this because it costs him 0 mana once he sacrificed it.
Just to go
colorless.
to a point of deck building here.
Sacrifice the Mox Opal, play Mind Stone, sacrifice a star. When the star dies, I draw a card. Looks like he's picked up a Darksteel Citadel, which will generate 3 mana for him. Yeah, there's very little Marco can do at this point. There's the Scrap Trawler.
And that's good.
I think we're done here. Get 2 mana, draw a card. Scrap
Return
Trawler.
Mox Opal.
Doing the work.
Play Mox Opal.
Crack
Tap
it.
for mana.
Okay, he's got green. Sack
Sack.
it. Get 2 colorless. Ancient Stirrings. We're gonna see a hardcast Emrakul this game.
Another Scrap Trawler. Okay, that's done.
No, he's definitely won at this stage.
Is sack Wellspring, get 2 mana. Double trigger. Get 2 1 mana spells back. Star.
And draw a card.
Draw. Needs to draw a card from the Wellspring. Sure. Draws another Wellspring. Of course.
Mox Opal. And the Chalice. Oh my! Sacrifice the Chalice I played for 0. Play the Mox, tap for green, sack it.
Do the same thing again.
That is 8 colorless, 1 green. Use a colorless, play the star, sack the star, get 2 colorless, draw a card, get 2 triggers, get back the Opal and the Chalice. Play both for 0. Sure. Just netting mana here. Just netting mana. Cards and mana. Where's my Emrakul? Let's see if we can find the Emrakul. 3, 4.
Emrakul bottom card.
5. Oh, he'll get there. Look, he's gotten over the hump.
Yeah.
Sanctum of
It'll be
Ugin
fine.
could also just find it.
Yeah, the Chalice wins him the game now. Doesn't matter.
Gets back 2/0 drops. Sphere does not draw a card when it dies, unlike Star. But, you know, that's fine.
Still playing it for 0. He needs to just get as much mana as possible.
Tap. Feed it that. He's got enough mana. Play this. So he's got enough to cast Emrakul if he does find it. He's also got Walking Ballista
I think
and
it's-
or Hangerback Walker in his deck.
He has Sanctum of Ugin. It
Yeah.
triggers of a colorless spell, so it triggers of Chalice.
It has to be like a really
Oh.
big colorless spell though.
Everflowing Chalice, surely. No,
yeah,
it's
he could-
isn't it only creature? Does it trigger only of creatures?
Colorless. It might be a colorless spell with CMC 7 or more, and you go fetch a colorless
No,
creature.
it should be a colorless spell, yes, because it triggers of Karn, so it works with Chalice.
Yeah, I think he's just going to try and find it
Naturally.
I say in inverted commas naturally, because this is highly unnatural what we're looking at here. More green mana. Sack this. Star. Down 1. Sacrifice it. draw
Okay,
a
so
card.
while Erez is going off, because he is definitely going
Yeah,
off,
I don't think he's missing this
I'll
this
just
time.
get back to a point of deck building for the Infect side. You cannot afford to play lands that come into play tapped.
Oh yeah, the Hinton and Harbour. I don't
Because
think he's
if
playing
Marco Botha-
too many of them.
But even then, he's playing a one-off, and it's just wrong. It should just be Bleeding Pool. If it was Bleeding Pool, he leads in turn 1 Noble Hierarch, then goes Blighted Agent and kills his opponent before his opponent
Sure.
can go off.
Okay. So he spent the 7.
He can't play that for 7.
Okay, kind of just fixing the particular sequencing of the triggers, getting the engineered explosive back. There's just a matter of timing. In case Marco happens to have a surgical extraction in hand, it's important that he sequences things correctly.
Yeah.
I don't think it changes too much about this game. But
So-
yeah, he's casting a massive engineered explosives here, which will come into play with 0 counters on,
Because it's colorless.
because all of the mana is colorless. Sure. Sacrifices that to go fetch an Emrakul, and I believe he has the colorless mana to cast it. He's got in excess of 20 left.
Emrakul, the Aeon Storm.
Get the big goal, cast the big goal, take an extra turn. Marco is laughing. Oh, I wish you could see his face here. Gonna cast this Emrakul. And he's got 9 colorless and 6 green left with an Emrakul cast trigger.
So apparently spaghetti beats bologna.
He's taking more actions. Like, not that it's necessary, but he's actually doing this.
Move to
Sure.
my next turn.
Oh my. Attack for lethal.
You sack 6 permanents. You take 20.
You go to dead. You go to it's 21 damage actually.
Yeah, you go to over dead. Unfortunately, we can't show -1.
Okay,
Don
sure.
just attempted
I
it.
just tried a -1 there. Erez attacking for the amount of life that he had. Okay. Wow. Hey, Infect deck.
Were you not entertained?
I wasn't really sure what was going on there. Let's just have a look at what's going on. Oh my word. This is... Oh goodness. Let me just try and interact with these deck lists quickly. Erez's deck actually just mono green. Okay, there's a bit of red in for Grove of the Burn Willows.
So basically, that island is all bait for his opponent.
The island is bait. I think the island was just a like
Show
in
it
case
as
he
blue
needed
mana.
blue mana, yeah.
But I'm saying like the blue mana is actually just the bait for game 1. Yeah, there's basically no blue spells.
This deck is all air. It is like 100% pure air. And an Emrakul. Okay, there's a Hangback Walk as well, which is interesting. I mean, it gives you a lot of mana.
So the reason why you have Hangback Walker is because if you don't have a way to fetch Emrakul, you can just make a
beat
massive
them to death.
Hangback
Yeah.
Walker.
Also, it nets you mana.
Yeah, it nets mana based on the amount of +1s.
Yeah, so you'd cast it. Let's say you cast it for 10 mana. It makes
Cost
yeah.
if you cost with 10 mana, it gives you a 5/5 and then gives you 6
You
bodies,
sack
so
the
it nets you
5/5.
2 mana.
Yeah, so you'll get 2 mana out of it. Yeah, it always nets you 2 mana.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no point making it a 5/5. You just cast it for 2, sack it again. This is eggs. This is eggs post banning. Oh wow. 17 lands, 50 million cantrips. Terrarian. Oh wow. All of these things just net
same
cards
thing.
and mana when you have an Ironworks down. I think this is the linchpin of the deck. If Marco can find a way to deal with it before he goes off, perhaps a Viridian Corruptor.
Interesting thing to note, Ensnaring Bridge is not a side in against Infect.
You know, that's pointless. You'll be dead before your hand's empty. But yeah, let's find out what happens. I think both players are done sideboarding.
I do think Walking Ballista is a powerful card against Infect,
Yeah, indeed.
especially if you can recur it. And the other powerful card is Sweltering Suns. Other than that, his opponent's definitely siding in Surgical Extraction, Natural State.
Yeah, that natural state is definitely coming in.
Possibly Pithing Needle.
Yeah, the needle is... Oh, you can't do anything about the mana ability.
Oh sure, it doesn't actually work against the Crocodile.
I'm not certain. Let's actually just find out what it says. Pithing Needle says...
Non-man.
Activated abilities, unless they're mana abilities, sure. So...
Does not quite work.
Ironically, Phyrexian Revoker would be better in this situation. Erez is ready to go. Marco
I think he took a more. I didn't quite catch that.
Also ready to go. Cheeky comment from Marco Botha, ban Bloodbraid, unban Deathrite Shaman. A decision I would be 100% behind.
No.
What? Everybody will play it.
Yeah.
Everybody.
Literally everyone. Every single person.
And then you can unban Misstep as well, just to put the brakes on.
Just unban Twin.
Imagine
Make modern great again.
Imagine the Misstep Deathrite Shaman Splinter Twin format.
No.
Help us all.
I'll go Deathrite Shaman into turn 2 Deceiver Exarch into turn 3 Splinter Twin.
Dead. Yeah, but I mean, think about the early Chalice plays then.
Chalice for 0.
Yeah.
That's all Chalice for 1, sure.
On 1 early. I think Chalice would probably just, its stock would.
The thing
would
is that
rise
you'll just
substantially.
misstep their, you know, you'll misstep their Deathrite. They'll misstep your misstep.
But Chalice on 1 stops all of that. So maybe like it's a Spirit Guide Chalice format. You go Spirit Guide Chalice. Or
Okay, so you play 4 Deathrites.
play,
You play Grixis Twin. Play 4 Deathrites, 4 Mental Misstep, 4 7 Spirit Guides, 4 Chalice of the Void,
Sure.
4 Deceiver Exarch, 2
Sure. So you
Pestimite,
stick
and
Chalice
then
on
4
1,
Twins.
or you play Deathrite Shaman into turn 3 combo.
Yeah.
But either way, it's gross.
Either way, you win.
And you've got Misstep backup at all times.
And then you just mainboard Spell Guide to stop your opponents from comboing you.
Oh, wow. We can play Pact of Negation as well, just
Yeah,
so
just
that
so you
I've
can
got the
make sure
protection
you-
the turn I go off. In case you have a misstep, you know, for some reason. Well, what do you
Well,
misstep?
Misstep doesn't stop them from
Can't
comboing.
misstep my 4-mana spell, yeah, that's impossible.
We really shouldn't ever unban anything. Like, ever again. Just
Yeah, I'm glad I don't work there.
Just reban Jason Bloodbraid. Go away. The format was
Both
fine.
players down to 6 cards. Erez got the Sweltering Suns. Marco down to 5 cards.
It just says Mox Everflowing Chalice. Go for the
He's
bone.
got mana.
He could in theory turn 2 Sweltering Suns.
If he finds an artifact.
Yeah.
Or maybe a Darksteel Citadel.
That would be really powerful.
You go till you have a good hand.
Infect down to 5, probably not going to be doing much this game.
Ah, he could still. I mean,
It's
that's
possible.
the nut. The nut exists in 5 cards. In fact, it exists in 4 cards. If you top deck well, you
That
could
is not
probably
the
go
nut.
down to 3, but no. He has to keep it.
Why? I wouldn't side in Relic of Progenitors. It works.
It does work.
It-
Yeah, I
it
mean,
works.
it's a keepable hand in this
But
situation.
when
Put
you're
that
on the
under.
play and your deck is faster than your opponents, you actually just want to kill them.
Oh, Relic of Progenitors does absolutely hose Erez's deck here.
That is 2.
There's nothing he can do once the Relic is down. I don't know if I'd play it just yet. He doesn't have any, there's no chance of Erez going off on the first turn. Or the second turn, for that matter.
It has enough land.
He's not going off on turn 2. I don't think the deck does that.
I think it's a turn 4 deck. Pretty sure it's a turn 4 deck.
Yeah, the Mox Opal lets you go for a little bit sooner, but I think to have the right amount of cantrips on the board when you play the eggs turn 4 is good. Graph Digger's Cage. It does absolutely nothing.
That does not work though. Yeah.
And he plays the Stirrings.
For those who don't know, Graph Digger's Cage only works with creatures and spells.
Entering the battlefield from the graveyard or the deck. Unfortunately, Erez's deck does none of those things.
Works against Coco.
Yeah,
Does
sure.
not work against Living End. Does not work against this. Does not work against Knight of the Reliquary.
Oh yeah, because they're not creatures.
Yeah, the lands.
What are you taking, Erez?
And a 1-lander. Everflowing Chalice for 1.
Chalice on 1. Does he have Ironworks?
He does in hand.
Okay. But he doesn't have any cantrips or a scrap trawler. Marco needs to commit the mana to put that relic down. I don't think he knows his Graph Digger's Cage is
not gonna work.
Essentially, just a brick that's sitting on the table at the moment.
So
he might.
here's an interesting question, Don. Do you
feels-
try and kill Erez with normal damage since you have no infect creature?
I would apply pressure. Look, I mean, while we're at it, we may as well attack for damage.
You may as well play Noble Hydrock and then just attack.
Yeah, why not? Okay, he doesn't know about the sweltering sounds. That would be like exceptionally poor at this point. I think he needs to read his crafting his cage a bit closer. No. Take 2 damage. It is down to 18. By no means a clock he's worried about here.
The issue is Erez can't actually produce double it. Oh, he just stopped taking 8th up. Never mind.
Yeah.
Never mind. I take it all back.
I feel like Marco's a little tilted. Oh, you know what? He's keeping. It could be the double bluff. He could have put it down. Trying to get his opponent to feel safe. Because no, that relic doesn't do anything to my deck. He had it in his hand. He played it because he could, and now Erez is committing because he thinks, he's got relic as a sideboard hate. But if he puts down the relic now, it'll be amazing.
Not really. He has no lands. He has no dorks.
It'll be fine. It's a choose at the graveyard.
1 card at a time. In theory, Erez could just go off next turn.
Yeah, it's possible. But he doesn't have any cantrips.
Yeah.
Land of the top. Nope, just another growth. Yeah, there's the relic. Erez needs to go off right now.
I don't think he does, quite frankly.
Look, Marco can just keep 1 mana up. Now, if he untaps with the relic in play, Erez can't win.
At the same time, Marco does need to actually get a threat. Like, Erez is gonna approach a point where he can just hard cast an Emrakul.
Without having to go off. He's got no recursion. He's got the scrap trawler in hand, but it is without the velocity spells or the artifacts that draw him cards, his deck doesn't do anything.
If you count scrap trawler, he already has 10 mana. Which means he just needs to draw into 2 more artifacts, effectively.
He needs to draw cantrips. He needs to do that right now. He can't go off this turn. I feel like Marco just sits there with 1 mana up and draws cards till he's got a comfortable amount of things.
So the thing is, that's only correct when he needs to find Emrakul. Since he has Emrakul in hand, he doesn't actually need to cantrip. He just needs to get to 15 mana.
But to do that, the scrap trawler needs targets. How is he going to get the necessary material to make 15 mana? The scrap trawler targets things in the graveyard and brings them back.
No, I understand what you're saying, but he could just top deck 2 different artifacts now.
Oh, sure, and then just feed his board to the Emrakul.
Eventually he'll have enough mana to just Emrakul.
So he's got 4, 5, 6, 7...
Ironworks can sack itself, right?
Yeah, okay, so it's... Okay, there's the Ancient Stirring. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
he's on
6,
10 mana
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. He's got 12. He's got 12 mana on board.
Oh, sure, because they both tap for 1. So if he gets an artifact now that taps for mana itself, next turn Emrakul.
He just finds it. The Wellspring is not a terrible choice. That's so silly. We're just going to hardcast this Emrakul.
Yeah. Because he doesn't need to find it.
He's got it in his hand. I think he takes the Wellspring just to try and find some mana producing. Also, he just puts it down now. Yeah. That's good. Because that's an extra 2 mana, and then he only needs to find 1 more. So he could very well just play it this turn.
So he plays it, and then he plays Scrap Trawler this turn, and then next turn he has
the 15.
First drawing a card, seeing what he draws. Oh, well, that's
also fine.
Pretty annoying.
He feels quite safe as long as he doesn't try and go off using his graveyard this turn.
So the thing is, he can just go off this turn, right? Whoa, what are you doing? What?
I think he's going to try and bait his opponent into.
But he just stopped the engineered explosives. He can just play it for 1 and force his opponent to crack the relic.
That's a pretty scary thing. I think Marco might just pop it now. and then he's safe to go. Really, I mean, he's got it next turn anyway. That relic is only a one shot. You know, thinking about it, it's just really not that good. I assumed it would just be like a stone cold hauser, but now that it's on the board and I'm actually thinking about the interaction, he only gets to stop him once.
Well,
Okay,
they first
so
need to add mana. That has resolved. The trigger.
Wellspring trigger on the stack. Targets. Draws. Yeah. It's really too hard for Marco to find the spot to pop it here. Sacrifice. Go to 4. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Exiles both graveyards.
I think that's wrong. Because he can... Oh, with it on the stack. Sure.
Draw a card. I think we're done here. Actually, he's got the recursion.
Tap for green.
1 green, sack for 2 colorless. Sack this, get another 2 colorless, get back to Mox Opal. Yeah, that's 15 mana.
Yeah, he's not on 6 colorless, he's on 4 colorless. No, he is on 6. He's definitely on 6. Goes up to 4.
Sure, and draws a card. Okay, we're fixed.
Goes up to 6.
Scrap Trawler targets Mox Opal. Draws a card. Okay, everything is fixed. Plays that, tap it, make it green. Sacrifice it. Oh, how silly. Colorless. Draw a card, get a Mox Opal. How gross! Yeah, he's got the Emrakul.
Sack
13
colorless.
mana? Okay, sorry we're so quiet, I'm just in awe.
It's just like... And we thought he couldn't go off this turn. Who needs to wait?
15 mana. Hardcast the Emrakul. Hey, you have 2 lands. How does that feel? Huge lump in Marco's throat. Just swallowed it.
He just scoops it up, surely.
Help. Draw for my turn. Attack you!
For 18.
For 18, please sacrifice 6 permanents.
Definitely.
I think he'll just sacrifice the whole game.
Surely you scoop it up. Kids, you really don't need to be a clown in your opponent's circus. Just scoop it up when you have no way of winning.
I think Marco lost a couple of points of life as well. No, he's done here. Cheers, guys. Silly game. Absolutely ridiculous. Wow. Sorry for the massive periods of silence. I was just trying to figure out what was going on there.
I was actually...
He did board in the ensnaring bridge, interestingly enough.
I was just surprised he actually tried to go off that turn and did it.
Yeah.
I was actually more surprised that Marco didn't pop the relic immediately.
Yeah. Well, you needed to wait for something to happen in the graveyard before it was relevant. But even so,
No,
it's not like the scrap trawler went away. It was still there.
It was still there. He popped it like after Erez drew 2 cards, effectively.
Anyway, so that's 2-0 to Erez, putting him up to 2 wins, and Marco down a game.
Well, that was fun.
Yeah.
Not for Marco.
Green eggs. Perhaps it should be called green eggs and ham. I do not like green eggs and ham. We'll see you for game 3. Cheers.